Good morning. I wanted to provide a quick real estate update with everything that's going on in the world right now. There's just a lot of uncertainty and a lot of, you can be stuck watching the news and negative after negative after negative, and it really kind of messes with your mind. So I wanted to give a quick update. I've got 5 things about the truth of the coronavirus in the real estate market, as specifically referencing Northern Virginia. Now we handle DC and Maryland, but a majority of our clients aren't in Northern Virginia. So I'm going to stay talking about Northern Virginia. This is going to be, again, Northern Virginia specific coronavirus and the effect on the real estate market. So I have 5 things that I want to talk about. And the first one is the absorption rate, meaning how quickly properties are not only coming on the market, but going under contract. So today is March 19th. And in the past week, the past 7 days, in all Northern Virginia counties, Arlington, Fairfax, Prince William, Loudoun, Falls Church City, Alexandria City, there have been 829 properties hit the market, go on the market. And in that same time period, 897 have gone under contract. Again, 827 active entering the market, 897 going under contract. There are still many people putting homes under contract. Yes, there was a small percentage of, as soon as this coronavirus really hit big, a couple people backed out, but those properties very quickly went under contract again, with new purchasers putting under contract. Number 2, showings. If you look at year over year, the showings this same week, 2019 and 2020, there was actually a dip in showings. There was about a 20% drop in showings the same week, year over year, 2019 and 2020. So, for example, if there was 10 people last year viewing properties, there's 8 now. Or if there's 20 people last year, there's 16 now. So we saw a small drop off, and that's, I'm going to speculate, due to people that are worried about the coronavirus and they don't want to pose any risk of infecting themselves, right? So we saw about a 20% drop off. The third one, interest rates. There's a big article that really shook the whole real estate industry about interest rates going to zero. And that is not the case. That was the Federal Reserve announced that the short-term interest rate was going to be 0. That is the interest rate that banks borrow from other banks. It's not bank to consumer. So the bank to consumer rates about 10 days ago was about 3%. And that spiked because banks were just overloaded. It went up to about 4.6, and it's slowly come down. Now we're in the low 4s. So again, that does not mean that mortgage interest rates are going to be 0%. That is the bank to bank. The bank to consumer has been hovering pretty. It's been pretty volatile. It was at 3, and now it went to mid 4s. Keep in mind, perspective is everything. Interest rates were in the low 4s a couple months ago. So I think what shook people is just it went from the one extreme to another extreme in a very, very short amount of time. But rates right now, they're slowly coming back down, again, low to mid 4s. The fourth point, the stock market is not the real estate market. The real estate market is not crazy up and down right now. It's actually been pretty consistent. And you can see that by the absorption rate, how there's so high number of properties hitting the market and there's still properties going under contract. It's not that volatile. The fifth thing, here's what we're doing. And we are still open for business. We're just taking more precautions, and we just want to keep everybody safe, keep our agents safe, and keep buyers and sellers safe. And so for all of our current listings, if anyone were to buy them, we are getting them disinfected. We're getting them sanitized before settlement, because we want to make sure that that when we are passing that property off to a new buyer, they don't have to worry about anything. The second one, for all of our buyers, we are getting their home, again, disinfected and sanitized before settlement. So we want to remove any concerns that of anything in that property. So we're going to get it cleaned, and we're going to take care of them. We are now offering virtual buyer consultations and virtual seller consultations. typically what the average buyer does is when they hop into the market, they want to go buy a property. They'll hop into their car and they'll go view properties. Where ideally we like to sit them down and really just educate them about the whole process, start to finish. There's a lot of obstacles, a lot of steps, a lot of process. And so we are a big believer in educating people before. And I think this is, could be perfect timing to get buyers to stop, think, educate themselves before they get into it. So we are now offering virtual buyer consultations. Again, there's no obligation, no commitment. You don't have to buy. It's really just more educational, giving you content and giving you a specific plan, whether that's you want to buy right now or buy in 12 months. We're doing those consultations virtually. And then again, if you want to sell your property, typically we come out to your property and overview the market, overview some best practices, some steps, and have a strategy to help you sell it. We are now doing those virtually to make sure that everybody stays safe. Now we are still showing properties. We are still meeting with homeowners. And if you do want us to meet with you, we are going to take the necessary precautions, the necessary protocol to make sure that everybody is safe. So hope this provides some clarity, some content. This is changing on a daily basis. So I will keep you guys posted. But again, if you guys are interested in buying real estate, selling real estate, we are now offering everything virtually so that we can take care of everybody during this process. So thank you guys so much.